Welcome to Ii Know-How, the podcast that helps you feel at home in Taiwan's most charming county. I'm Charlotte.
And I'm Bella. We are language majors at Taiwan's National Ii University, and we are your hosts today. In this episode, we will discuss government food in Yilan City.
Hey, do you know Yilan's Jingyin Hotel's Chinese restaurant?
I know this famous restaurant, but I don't know much about its main dishes.
The restaurant is famous for its 樱桃霸王鸭五吃. It means that there are 5 main dishes. Let me introduce them to you. To begin with, 香卤鸭小拼. It's a combination of stewed dog tongue wings and flippers. This cuisine consists of Cherry Valley roasted dog tongue wings and flippers, using the chef's secret sauce to marinate it and cooling it with ice.
It tastes delicious, without any bad smell of raw meat.
Yeah, the sauce penetrates fully into the flesh and bones, so there isn't that awful smell that people hate.
You're right, and it's slightly spicy and salty. Tastes non-greasy, and it's more refreshing with kimchi.
Secondly, 樱桃鸭握寿司, roasted dog nigiri. The chef insists on using eggs of the 2-bit slice of Chinese sliced dog, combined with cheese and nigiri.
What is the differences between cherry ducks and common ducks?
In fact, originated in North China's Beijing dog varieties. Since about 1873, the United States introduced China's Beijing dog began to breed into pure white, larger dog species. Later, Beijing dogs were introduced to Europe and bred in large numbers in the English Cherry Valley. At that time, under the cultivation and variety improvement technology of Cherry Valley Farm Limited, a dog farm brand, Beijing dogs were bred into varieties with better breeding capacity and meat quality. Not only less oil and more uniform outside, meat is also more delicate. Feed for meat ratio is also better than that of Beijing dogs in the past. Since then, Cherry dog carried forward, successfully pushed to world, but also made Cherry Valley Ranch become the world's largest meat dog brand. In 1954, the Joint Committee on Rural Renewal of China, now the Agricultural Committee of the Executive Council, also introduced Beijing dogs to Taiwan. But at that time, Beijing dogs not only had full breeding and egg-laying ability, but their succutinous fat was more suitable for barbecue. For Taiwanese who were used to cooking dog meat in a white stew way, eating more dog, making Beijing dogs edible sales dishes is not good. However, after Cherry Valley improved Beijing dog breeding, Taiwan has also introduced the prestigious Cherry dog in recent years, and the meticulous meat quality has made it longer to chefs to use different cooking techniques. And nowadays, Taiwanese people's diet is more diversified than the early days, but also more accessible to barbecue dog meat. Cherry dogs suitable for roasting into crispy skin. Meat can also maintain juicy, neutrally welcome.
Oh, I know. Thank you very much.
In addition, 片皮鸭卷三星葱饼, sliced dog meat and skin wrap in light scallion crab. In general, chefs commonly use white sauce or spring roll wrapper and sweet bean sauce. However, sales place aged sanxing green onions into popia steamed first and baked later, using Yilan special sauce, spicy miso.
It's not spicy.
In origin, the sauce is spicy, but the chef uses his carefully crafted sauce to neutralize the spicy taste. Besides, 三杯鸭骨煲, 3-cup dog. Dog bones are complemented by chef's special sauce, cooked Taiwanese style.
Oh, it's very delectable and a bit spicy. How appetizing it is.
Apart from its 生菜包鸭丝, lettuce wrapped with shredded dal and vegetables, the shared dal breast, and its mashed bean sprouts and apple straws.
Doesn't it taste a bit strange? You know, sweetie and salt are mixed together.
Oh no, apple straws add flavor to it. In addition to adding the stones of fruits, it can cut the grease of dal breast, wrapping the dal meat with the enclosed hand lettuce. It's very tasty and refreshing. Just give it a try. As last but not least, 白菜炖鸭汤, double boiled dal bone soup with Chinese cabbage. They boil cold dal bones and the soup is boiled with pork bones for 8 to 10 hours in advance, so the color of the soup will be creamy white, just like milk. They use Chinese cabbage as the soup base.
I haven't noticed that Jin Jiu Dian has so much amazing dishes. I swear I will give them a try one day. Do you realize that there are many Yilan gourmet establishments in some unremarkable areas? I'm going to introduce more local Yilan gourmet establishments to you.
Oh, I didn't know that. Can you mention some more?
It is a small brand, and it exists in Nanfang Ao. Of course, it sells food that is related to seafood.
Hold on, let me check. Oh, I know the things you are describing. Shrimp cake. It's reported that there is no exact location where you will find it, but you can usually see it in business associations. What else do you know?
The brand has no name, and it sells 4 kinds of food. There is shrimp cake, oyster cake, carrot cake, and spring rolls. The most famous one is shrimp cake, and the process to make it is quite special. The cake is made from starch mixed with some sweet potato shells.
It sounds really delicious.
I have the same feeling as you now. Surprisingly, the price of each one is only $35. Despite the price being so low, there are still 10 serves in each one, and you can add the sauce you like yourself.
I can't wait to visit Nanfang Ao, but I'm also curious to know if there is any other gourmet food nearby.
Aha! I didn't even need to guess that you would ask me such a question.
Don't let ask me. You know I am a glutton.
Okay, there is a Lehigh Cafe nearby. It is in Jiaoxi. The cafeteria interior is decorated in a Japanese style. I think it is quite delicate. There is a Fushi Hui on the wall. The main idea of the picture is the abundant resources in the sea near in Yilan. It enjoys the spirits that both exist. Yilan's fresh seafood products are our biggest pride.
Ooh, it's quite meaningful. Based on what you say, I know that it also sells seafood meals.
You're right. The meals there are exquisite. For example, the roast fish combo will depend on what kinds of fish they catch on that day. Moreover, I want to stress that the side dishes are also important.
What do you mean?
Its side dishes are also presented in a Japanese style. For example, its hot spring egg is matched with a kind of Japanese-style sauce. Its fruit tomato, also called hot spring tomato, is grown locally in Jiaoxi. It is matched with a special basil sauce. Furthermore, the vegetables there, even though they look common, still taste great.
This restaurant is so fabulous.
That's not all. The rice they supply is produced in Zhishan, and its Weizhen soup has added mushrooms.
I must visit this restaurant. It seems their manager really puts in a lot of effort. This is just to remind our audience. I am Charlotte.
And I'm Bella.
2 students at Taiwan's National Yilan University.
We're your hosts for this episode of Yilan Know-How, the podcast that helps you feel at home in Taiwan's most charming country. Our topic today is Ilan's delicious food that you need to know about.